Hello, welcome to ArtCrest online class. My name is Shodi Mukeni. Today I want to show us how to sew this waist jacket. Alright, so the first part I need is just the center front here. Remember in the last class we cut out four for the center front bodies. So now what we are going to be doing is that we are going to fix each just like this, the way it is. I'm going to fix this center front here like this, and I'm also going to fix the center front here like this. So I'm going to first of all join this place together. That's this particular point here. I'm going to join it together for this side and also this side. That's the first thing we are going to do. We are going to join it together because this is going to serve as the facing. Then for the center back as well, here we have the center back. Remember that the last thing we cut out was the facing, so I'm going to remove the pin, my center back. Can you see? This is my center back right here. So here is my center back. Remember we notched it the last time, so I'm going to be using this particular facing here. I'm going to just place it on it. Can you see? So that it can align together. So I'll pin this place together. I'll pin this neckline together. So this will serve as my facing for the back. So I'll stitch this place down by 1/2 inch. Just this place. Don't stitch the shoulder slant. Just this place by 1/2 inch. So this side as well, like I said, we are going to be stitching both facing and fabric down by 1/2 inch all the way down. So I'm going to pin it down as well. Remember I didn't notch my fabric because of the kind of fabric I'm using, so we have it pinned down. Remember I've not touched the side front or the side back. I'm only making use of just the center front and the center back. So once I stitch it down, I'm going to show you the next thing to do after that. Alright, so let's move on to our sewing machine. Okay, so I'll be stitching the center front by 1/2 inch, just like I said. So I'm using 1/2 inch. So we'll be stopping here. We won't curve it all around, we'll just stop here. So you repeat this process for the other side as well. Now for the center back piece, the neckline, you also stitch it down using 1/2 inch. Okay, so we are done with both sides and also the neckline. So the next thing you want to do is you want to just trim it down a little. You want to just trim it down a little like this. And if you are using like a woolen fabric, you just want to notch it down and then brace it down. But this kind of fabric is stretchy and it relaxes well even without ironing, so you don't have to brace it down. For the front as well, you want to just trim it down as well so you don't have any bulge. Now this side here, I'm just going to pick one side as my front and one side as my back. Remember we don't have any center front or back, so I'm going to pick one side right here, and then I'm going to start from the lower part, because remember I did not notch the fabric. So from the lower part of the center front, I'm going to turn it this way. See, I'm going to turn it this way and I'm going to stitch it down by 1/2 inch. I'm going to turn it this way and I'll just stitch it down using 1/2 inch. So before I work with the center back, So that way this place is closed. Can you see? This place is closed. I'll also do that for the other side as well. Now for the center back, the lower part here, what I will do is before I join it to this side here, I'm going to hem it down. I'm just going to hem it because the kind of fabric I'm using, it does not need any kind of what's it called, bias or taping. I'll just tape it down like this. But if you are using like a stretch, another type of fabric, you need bias, or you need to just face it with the fabric or something at the lower part. So I'm just going to do that now. I'm going to repeat this process for the other side as well. So I'm bracing down the 1/2 inch allowance that I have here. Can you see? So now the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to place this together. It's going to be together just like this. This is the lower part and this is the upper part. So I'm going to place it together. The right side will be facing the right side right here. Can you see that? I'm just going to place it together like this, and I'm going to stitch down the princess cut. Remember I told you to notch, but for me I didn't notch because of the kind of fabric I'm using. So I'm going to just pin it down. I'm going to just pin it down. I'm going to just pin it down like this. Can you see? So if you notch, you will realize that the whole armhole ends somewhere around here. So we are just going to place this till it gets to the end point. Remember, I'm starting from the waist, that's from the lower part to the upper part. I don't want to start from the upper part, otherwise I might make a mistake. So I'm just going to pin it down. So can you see now? I've already pinned it down. Even without sewing it, can you see the outcome of what we have here? Okay, so we'll stitch it down by 1/2 inch, like I said. Let me just show you what we have for this side. Can you see? Can you see? So this is what we're going to have. So now for what we have here, the reason we doubled it is so that it won't show. You won't know. It won't. You know, you won't have to use bias to tape it. It won't really look fine if you use bias to tape your jacket. So this particular side here is going to be overlocked. We are going to use overlocker to overlock this side. So now working with the other side, you have to be very, very careful, because you know there is no way we can identify the front and the back before we stitch it together, so we don't have two sides. Now I'm going to pick the other side as well. This is the first side right here. Can you see the armhole? Now this is the other side here. So I'm going to ensure that I'm facing both together, so I don't make any mistake. If I don't face it like this, I won't know where the center is. So I'm going to face both like this, and then I'm going to now place this side back. I'm going to place this side front rather. I'm going to place it on it this way. Now you won't have this issue with the other side, but just this side alone. Okay, so I'm going to first of all end this place by 1/2 inch, just like I did with the other side as well. I'm going to just use 1/2 inch, turn it back to the other side, then I'm going to work on, let me just place this on one side so it doesn't cluster in place. Then for the lower part of the jacket, I'm going to also end this place by 1/2 inch as well, just like I did with the other side. Now I explained the other time that if you have bias or taping or anything, you can use it for this part, but I don't need that because of the kind of fabric I'm working with. So I'm just going to use 1/2 inch, just close it down. So remember it was facing this way. You have to make sure that it's equal. And then I'm going to start from the lower part, just like I did with the front one. I'm going to place it this way. Can you see? I'm placing it this way. So I'm going to flip it to the other side. And then I'll pin it down. I'll pin it down. Can you see? So we are going to just stitch it down using half inch. Although I can't see it, but I know where it's head because of the needle. So I'm going to stitch it down using half inch as well.